guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia. So today I'm going to show you how I basically eat my food. So what kind of utensils I use to be able to pick my food up and put it in my mouth, and then also the technique that I use to be able to cut my food. As I found it was the hardest thing to kind of relearn and figure out after my injury. So I thought it was going to be a good thing to share with you guys. Okay, so just to show you how I would usually eat my food, I picked to do a steak just because it's the best way to kind of show how I would be cutting my food. I'll also make some further videos on how I prep everything and what I use with cutting boards and to prep my vegetables and stuff. But anyways, thought using a steak was a good way of just showing how I basically eat my food. So I'll just, I also make some mashed potatoes, which I'll take out of the plate for now. Normally I would leave it in, but it's just so you can have a better visual of what I'm actually doing. And then I usually use a little bit of HP sauce as well, so I'll put that in my plate right now. And again, like sourcing my food, I normally tend to eat organic. I don't eat as much meat as usual, like maybe like twice a week. I normally have more of a plant-based diet, and then have this like adapted fork where you can like actually fit your hand in there, and it just and then you can adjust it so it fits to your hand. I've tried using a fork where I'm trying to use a fork with just my hand and stuff like that, but my grip isn't strong enough to actually do that, so I've always used this adapted fork instead. And I have an adapted spoon as well, which I'll use to eat my mashed potatoes with. So putting the knife, I usually use a glove, like a fingerless glove, so I'll put that in. I use them as like the glove for life. I found really work well. Like, I mean, it's just like I have a bunch of these gloves that I don't really use anymore, but except for eating and cooking. And then I'll grab my knife, put them in between my index and middle finger, and then put it inside the glove before I tighten the glove up. And then again, put it between my index and middle finger, which this is going to be supporting before I tighten the glove. And then there's actually like a buckle around, which I should have flipped around, where I can put my finger through and then tighten it as much as I can. And then I normally flip my knife around so it's ready to go with my teeth. And then grabbing my fork, again using my teeth to kind of fit in the fork and stuff like that, and then cutting my meat. I would go wherever, I guess, like just, and then using it that way. And it's just nice and easy with the glove, and it's pretty stable to be able to cut my meat and eat it. Dip it into the sauce, eat it. And there you go, delicious. I'll do that again. So it's like tightened inside the glove, and if it moves around, I can just like use my teeth to move it around, and then again cutting it, moving the steak around with my fork, and cutting it that way. Into my sauce. Delicious. And then I'll do the same thing with my mashed potatoes, where I can use the fork, or I can use a spoon that I have that's similar. I think it's quite hot still. So I have a fork that's like this. I also have like a soup spoon, which I use for sometimes once I end up digging out the rest of the mashed potatoes at the end, I'll use that. And then I also have a teaspoon that I use for making my teas and use for honey and stuff like that. And I normally have those in my kitchen, and then I carry those, like the fork and the soup spoon, in my bag as well. So I always have it handy. And then a steak knife, so I always have it handy whenever I go eat somewhere, to be able to eat food and not have somebody cut my food and stuff like that. So this is basically what I do. Always love to have my steak with a lovely glass of wine. So cheers. And yeah, please let me know how you end up cutting your food, what tips and tricks you have. And if you think somebody would benefit from something like this, please share it with them. And thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bon appetit.